guys. I'm actually just doing a little testing on this. If you were watching my YouTube channel or my Instagram, you know I'm going to be doing, I keep missing it. I'm going to be doing a video about this little sweetie sometime soon. I was just curious, you know, with it not having a lock, is it easy to strap? So at any rate, I don't think this is going to be a real long live feed. I just wanted to, kind of take a look at this from my perspective. I know a lot of you are immediately going to think that when I say, are you prepared for this quarantine, which I'm pretty sure is going to be coming. It's happened everywhere else in the world. What's up, Jeremy? And I know a lot of you are immediately going to think that I'm going to immediately go to this. Are you prepared for the, no. Hey man, what's up? I'm not thinking about, yeah, do I have ammo and weapons to defend myself in the event that this all falls apart? That's not what I'm talking about. I do. But what I'm talking about is preparing for like this quarantine. Because the thing is this jerky? Does this seem like it's choppy to you guys? Because I'm gonna turn off my Wi-Fi if that's the case. It just seems to me like, hang on just a second, let me. There we go. Guys, I don't know if you can hear me or not. I don't know if this is even working. Guys, I don't know what's going on. Something's wrong with my phone. There we go. Is that better? Everybody, whew, okay. So what I'm talking about is, you know, you see all these people. There we go. Sorry about that. I don't foresee, like, everybody's like, oh, all the crimes are going to happen because now everybody's locked in and people are, if anything, I think we'll see a reduction in crime because there'll be less robberies and things like that. One, places will be closed. Two, people are home, so there's going to be less break-ins because most people aren't going to break in when people are home. So I'm not thinking along the lines of have ammo, have guns. I'm talking about just the basic staples. Now these guys that are fucking stockpiling water, I get. It's the toilet paper, it doesn't make any sense to me. If you're locked in your home and you have water, because like here in San Diego, they're saying, thanks bro. In San Diego, they're saying that even if no one is at the water facilities, that we should be able to, that equipment should run for several months, basically on its own. It doesn't require a lot. It can be controlled from off-site electronically. What I'm thinking, domestic disturbances, yes. But more along the lines, what I'm thinking is, do you have medicine? Do you have, the people like Charles Anderson just said it. He posted something in our group chat that we have on Instagram. And Charles was saying, you know, people aren't thinking about things like pain medicine and fucking just the general staples. They're buying toilet paper. I have news for you. If I got water, if I got running water, I don't fucking need toilet paper. I don't. I'll go to the sink and wash my ass in the sink and dry it off with a towel. I don't need fucking toilet paper. There's so many fucking options that you have out there. Kitchen roll. No, that's sold out too, Adam. You can't buy any of that. If you're buying paper products, if you're buying like Kleenex and paper towels and toilet paper, good fucking luck. They don't have it on Amazon. It's basically sold out. You can buy individual rolls on Amazon for like 99 cents. You're not gonna find paper towels, things like that. But all of us have got all the things that we used to use in the 1800s before we had toilet paper. We got all this stuff. All the stuff that you need. I go to the store and they're buying all the hand sanitizer. Well, that's great. You know what you can buy? You go buy some Everclear, the 95% Everclear. And then you take it, the ratio by volume, 95%, you do the math, and you dilute it down to 70%. Because actually, as an antiviral, antibacterial, alcohol, whether it be ethyl, you know, any of the alcohol, they all work the same. They denature the proteins, and that's how they disinfect. If you're using 91% alcohol, it evaporates too quick. It doesn't allow it to get past the membrane of the cell and actually denature the proteins. So 70% is your beauty spot for that. I've got fucking plenty of bottles of basically moonshine that I can make hand sanitizer with. The water runs here at the house. You gotta fucking, if you're buying bottled water, get one of these. Get one of these. You can make water and put it in a jug and save it. And all these people that are buying bottled water, you're kind of wasting time. So just a quick thing, you know, like stock up on just the things like canned food, dried food. I do have to say I'm woefully unprepared. As much as I like to be prepared, woefully unprepared for this. But I also have been to the store and seen what people are buying and what they're not. And the things they're not buying are the things that you're gonna need. Primary ingredients to make food, canned goods, fucking dried stuff. Spam. I was getting ready to say spam. Nobody buys spam. Those are the things that you're gonna need. And then the flip side of that, if you need cooking implements, things like that, like our stove here at the house is electric. If the electricity goes off, what have I got? Well, I've got several cans of gas, tanks of gas, camp gas, for a small little gas stove. I have a gas grill. I have all my camping stuff. That stuff I have. I do need to go. I'm going to go and I'm gonna stock up on canned goods, dry foods, things like that. Dried noodles, dried pasta, things like that. I mean, in a pinch, just some salted water and pasta, you're still getting some food. Fucking legumes, get some beans and peas, fried dried ones for your proteins. Try and avoid stuff that if the refrigerator goes bad, lots of dried and canned stuff. That's what you need. So, yeah, an alcohol stove, if that's what you're gonna do. But like I said, I have camp gas and things like that. I was just getting ready to go walk the dog and it started raining. I wish I'd done it first. But no, those are the things, yeah, Hormel chili. Just get the stuff that you know you're gonna need to wait this stuff out. So I know that I posted stuff on Instagram about like, why are we worried about something that has a 1% to 2% fatality rate? But I've talked to a couple of friends of mine that are in the medical health industry, and what they're saying is it's not so much the fatality rate that's gonna cause us a big problem. And my friend Brian said this too. It's about a 33% rate of people that get the virus that require medical intervention. We're not prepared for that. That's what scares the medical industry. And that is why, I don't do tobacco, but I got plenty of other stuff. That's what is scaring the government so badly, is they realize that this 33% of people that contract the virus require medical intervention. That's the problem. We don't have the surplus of beds. We don't have the doctors. I mean, really, guys, don't get me wrong. I've got like 20 pounds of coffee here. So those are the things that people are neglecting to do. And then there is the other aspect of the preparedness of it. Are you prepared to, if you have yourself prepared and someone else is not, that's where we're gonna run into problems with civil disobedience and civil issues and people not following the quarantine. That's the biggest problem. So school is closed. My wife's not working. We basically lost half of our income for the next month because my wife works for a school district and they closed all of the schools in San Diego. There's like even my daughter's school that she goes to now, which is, it's basically an online school that she goes to a classroom twice a week. They're closed and it's in a shopping mall. Things are closing. I fully expect our job to be, they're like, look, no one's going to work. I fully expect it because it's a large group of people, even though we're outside. I worked in the rain the last 2 days. I feel like shit. But I foresee things like, I foresee pretty much everything stopping. And that's where we're going to run into problems. This is, like everybody's like, oh, this pandemic, and they're thinking like apocalyptic disease and death. That's not what I'm afraid of. The stuff that's happening now, that's what I'm afraid of. Supply lines, people not prepared, complete civil disobedience, people fucking looting and breaking in and things like that. That's on the extreme end, but it's a possibility. So it's not the disease itself that is going to cause the downfall. It's going to be the response to the disease and the preparedness of the countries for something like this. And that's what's going to do it. Supply lines are going to close. Electricity is going to go off. I want you to imagine what the world is going to be like when the internet goes down completely. It's going to go nuts. Bingo. And being prepared and being able to, yes, defend yourself, that's part of it. But the big thing is being prepared in the first place. If you guys prepare yourselves, if everybody watches, if every one of my subscribers watches this video and they prepare themselves, that's 5,000 people that won't be out in the streets fucking breaking in windows, trying to get into a grocery store that's closed, that doesn't have anything anyway because it all sold out because last minute Larry fucking decided. He said, the stuff I'm going to stockpile. Yeah, I grew up in the middle of the woods. I can revert to that. It's going to be difficult for a lot of people. A lot of people have no idea how to survive. None. No clue. I don't let our cars get below half a tank. When shit does go south, I'm heading to Ohio because where our farm is in Ohio, I can pretty much take care of anything I need out there. I can hunt, I can fish, even in the winter. But it's the people that grew up in the cities. That's where we're going to have a problem. People that have never had to live off the land. Doing long distance hiking has pretty much turned me into a prepper. Yeah, I mean, I've got more stuff. I've got more stuff here. Most of our stuff is frozen. This is the problem I have. A lot of the stuff that I have that I've stockpiled is frozen. I'm going to, yesterday was payday. I'm probably gonna fucking take a bunch of money and fucking go over and get a bunch of dry goods. Dry goods are where it's at. All these guys that were making fun of the fucking people that were living in their bunkers and had their bunkers stocked with all this food and stuff. They're like, oh, these guys are crazy. Yeah, no, they're not. Some of them might have taken it a little bit too far. And they were prepping for a different reason. It was the reasoning that made them look crazy. Not so much anymore, huh, guys? So that's it. I am going to be doing a video about this, hopefully this weekend. I can't do a lot. It's not my knife. I will tell you that until this showed up, I had forgotten how much I like this. The EWC, the Ray Laconico EWC. I am going to have one of these. I'm telling you right now, I will have one of these. Only problem is I don't know where they've got them in stock. Maybe Alex can help me out with that. Maybe Alex can let me know if there's some at Smoky Mountain Knife Works. Alex, is the EWC available at Smoky Mountain Knife Works? Yes, we did. No, you may have seen it. We talked to Ray about it. We saw this at Portland at Blade Show West. And a lot of people are like, oh, that knife doesn't lock. I got news for you. It's a good knife. The only thing I noticed is that the pivot comes loose. I think I'm gonna. You get some play. You get a lot of play in it. I've tightened the pivot down since I've been carrying it. I've tightened the pivot down on this like twice. You get, and I think it's because the owner took this apart and cleaned up some of the jimping. So it may have been Loctited before, and I've been playing with it. So I've been playing with it, and I noticed that the pivot comes loose. I tightened it 2 days ago, and it's loose again. So I may take care of that for him. Bro, the only one I won't eat is that vegetarian omelet. How do you think the disruption in China is going to affect the knife community and delayed release? Actually, China is starting to scale down some of their quarantine. I think they've got, from what I was reading this morning, because guys, I do stay in a know. I wake up at 3 o'clock every morning. I don't sleep past 3 usually. Today I slept till 5. So from not 5 till now, I've been reading the news. It looks like China is starting to loosen some of the restrictions on the quarantine. They've got a lot of it under control. They've got, like, I think that they're seeing a less of an increase in new cases, a slowing of increase in new cases, and stuff like that. So with that being said, the thing is, here in the States, we take everything so, we don't take things seriously like we should. Even me, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't prepare for any of this. But we saw what was happening in China. And we're like, oh, well, yeah, it's China. And then it made it to Europe, and then it made it to the Middle East, and then it made it to fucking the African countries. And the next thing you know, it's in Canada and Mexico. And as of yesterday, I believe, the only state that had not reported a case of coronavirus in the United States was West Virginia. And that doesn't mean they don't have any. That just means they haven't had a reported case. So, you know, we had plenty of time to think about this and look ahead, and we didn't do it. And here we are, you know, here we are at what's beginning to become, not even beginning to become, it is a pandemic, it is a national emergency, and I fully expect to see the majority of major cities issuing some sort of, I'm not gonna say martial law, but like you're locked in. There's certain requirements. If you're going somewhere, you've got to wear a fucking mask. The only places you're gonna be going are the grocery store, if it's open, doctor's office, if it's open. And I mean, basically they're gonna lock you down and limit restrictions. And that plays into this fucking thing where the next thing you know, now you're under martial law, which I don't like the idea of. So, you know, if we could stop being stupid and violating fucking quarantine procedures and things like that, I foresee it being a lot better on the rest of the world. So that's the flip side of this. Don't be fucking stupid. They canceled school, and I guarantee you on Monday there's gonna be all kinds of kids. If I went to that shopping mall, there's gonna be fucking kids everywhere that they were trying to keep away from large groups, and they have done nothing. What they've done is they've kept the teachers from getting sick. They've also kept the teachers from being able to make their mortgage payments and things like this. All because, I mean, I don't foresee, unless they find a way, like I said, I don't like the idea of martial law, but unless they find a way to enforce it, which would probably be martial law, unless they find a way to enforce it, there will be no way to prevent the spread. And enforced quarantine is the only way to do it, because people are dumb and will not listen to the quarantine, and they won't do anything about it, and they'll fucking go in public places in large groups. And yeah, that's what's gonna happen. I foresee it. I can see it coming. Never underestimate the power of stupid people in large numbers. So, guys, that's it. I just wanted to do that. I had intended on doing the video about this knife today, but I'm gonna do a little preparing stuff. I was dropping because I was curious. Somebody asked me like the double detent. I got a text after I put like, hey, when you strop that, can you strop it without the knife snapping shut? And yeah, it requires a fair good bit, about the same as a slip joint, to snap it closed. Guys, I'm telling you, the fact that it does not have a lock bar, so much more comfortable. And it is so sharp. Like, this is factory edge, and it is so sharp. I really, really do like this knife. I liked it when I saw it in Portland. I have had it in my pocket for a couple days now, and I like it even more. So, that's it. That's it, guys. Stay prepared. More than one way to stay prepared. I think I've got like 5,000 rounds of ammo total in the house for various weapons. And my plan is not like, oh, I'm gonna huddle up and bunker down here in the house. No, we're gonna take the shit that we absolutely have to have. We're gonna lock the house up, and I'm driving to Ohio because I can sustain myself there. So, Jorgen, nice to talk to you. Charles, I have got to get with you because I just realized as we were talking that your box is still here, because there's triple accents that you bought. You were saying you had to get a permit or something for those, and you never got back to me. Let me know what's up. I have several packages from you guys that are here. It's been a crazy week. We've been working in the rain. It's been shitty. I haven't been working outside because I haven't sharpened anything because I can't do it in the house, and it's been raining for like a week, and it's supposed to rain most of next week. So if you have something that's here at the house, just hit me up with a quick email, ask me the status. I'll let you know what's going on. A couple of the things are done, and I'm gonna get them shipped out. But this weather, really, I can't afford a new canopy, and it leaks too much for me to be out there working in the rain. So it's putting a hiccup on some of the stuff. But now that it's a side business only. As a matter of fact, I think I'm gonna think about dissolving the LLC, because there's not even enough income coming in, and I need the LLC anymore right now. I can just not dissolve it, but put it on hiatus, and then I don't have to pay my tax as highly. So, but yeah, you can hear it. It's raining right now. It's been raining since Monday. Actually, it's been raining since Sunday night. We actually didn't work Tuesday, but then we worked at the SeaWorld site where they're building a new roller coaster the rest of the week, shoveling cobblestone and mulch and stuff like that, finishing that job site out there. Can't dig irrigation, can't do any of that stuff in the rain. So, all right, guys, that's it. I'm out of here. I'm going to think about how I want to do this video, and I'm going to get stuff put together, and I'm going to go to the base and buy a bunch of dry goods and fill both cars up. So I already have plans for the day. You guys take it easy. Take care of yourselves. Stay healthy. Stay away from like major gatherings. That's about the only thing you do. Like, just stay away. I'm gonna start wearing my full face respirator with the pink filters that shit ain't gonna get through. Love you guys. Take care of yourselves. I will get a video up about this, and there's a couple other things that I want to do. And I will see you guys in the next video.